Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Today is Tuesday, April 22nd. Another fantastic day for us. We're going to take a look at the Dow first, a couple of winners, and then a couple of stocks for you guys to keep your eye on. This is the free video. Members, we do have 5 new charts that are ready to rip to the upside, so make sure you take a look at those this evening. Alright, chat was rocking again today, and we had SPY, PCL, and several others a couple days ago, and the move has been just fantastic. So after this double bottom, we've had an aggressive move to the upside. One thing I want you to keep an eye on, though, is the volume starting to tear off on these moves. So that means we're getting close to the top again. Alright, so a little bit higher here, and see what happens. We had a nice pullback today after we hit this triple top here, so we could be heading to the downside, but I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and find out. Does not show that on the weekly chart. The weekly chart is starting to come a little bit higher also, and it's testing these levels right here. And if we can get some aggressive buying to the upside tomorrow, we can get a nice move to the upside. Same thing with the monthly. The monthly is looking fantastic also, but we have to get through this double top. Alright, but for the monthly, our relative strength index is at 70, so we should get a pullback here shortly. Alright, let's take a look at SPY real quick also. SPY had a beautiful move off this bottom over here that we were talking about, this hammer, the trend line right here, so move to the upside. This is our trade channel right now, but we have a little bit of resistance coming up here, so we'll have to see what happens tomorrow with the market. But it stopped right here, as you can see, because of these underneath of these two candles acted as resistance, and then pulled back down a little bit. On the weekly, it's not showing anything that it's going down. It looks like it's going up, and if it continues to the upside, look for the 190 area. I think that's what we said in the chat room, 190 to be the top for the SPY. So same thing, we bounced off of here, and we're moving up here. So once we get up into this area, look for a nice downside move, 192, 194, but I don't know if it's going to get that high. Relative strength index is getting pretty high on the monthly. All right, so let's look at MU. MU was on a video about 5 or 6 days ago, and we were talking about this one, and it has just had a huge move to the upside, and it's still going like a cranking monster. Alright, so we broke this double top right here and continues to the upside. Relative strength index still has more room to the upside, so this has been a huge mover for this one. Weekly is looking fantastic, 26.18, almost almost closed at high of the day, pulled back just maybe a couple ticks here, but taking a look at the monthly looks absolutely beautiful and aggressive to the upside. So it bounced off the 200-day moving average, we called that. Now it's rocketing to the upside, so keep an eye on MU for a bigger move. Okay, we also did APP we were talking about, and that had a little move a little bit higher today, pulled up to the 50-day moving average like we were talking about, and it has reversed a little bit. It's only 15-cent move so far, but has plenty of room to move to the upside. You get a nice little 80-cent pop right here to get to these tops on the weekly, and you have the middle Bollinger Band at 86. If you can get over that, we can start moving to the upside. We do have a gap up here at 135, so that's my target on this one, is 135. So keep an eye on APP still. Go. Another beast we called down here at this hammer, and we called it to the penny, and here we are. We broke the 200-day moving average and the middle Bollinger Band today. Let's zoom right in so you can see that. Oh yes, look at how nice that is. Nice little break. All right, we're going to test the 50-day moving average, and after we test the 50-day moving average, we're going to come up to the top here. But we'll take a look at the weekly, because on the daily, you can see here, we do have this gap that we're talking about 28. Eventually, it's going to get filled. We don't know when, but if it drops down, we're going to call the top, we're going to call the bottom, and we're going to trade it accordingly, because the options move fantastic. So be in live chat for that. If you notice here, we had a nice little hammer, started moving to the upside. Beautiful reverse here, and keep an eye on the middle Bollinger Band at 21.89. Once we get over that, we are in a bull mode. Alright, taking a look at the monthly, still looks a little weak, but we're only we got plenty of time here for the rest of this month to continue, so keep an eye on Go. It's very rewarding so far. Let's make it more rewarding. Alright, everybody remembers Con. If you remember, Con has been a lucrative trade for everybody. Today was a big move. Today the options are rocking and rolling. We're looking for this gap close, and we're just about to get it. We got another $5 or so, and by that time, the 50-day, by that time we should have this these candles breaking over to the 50-day and to the middle Bollinger Band right around 53 to 55 area. If we can get over this, we are going to move much higher, so keep an eye on that. Take a look at the monthly. It's even more impressive. We are back over the middle Bollinger Band. Okay, so that means we're going into a bull mode on a monthly basis, so keep an eye on Con for a continued ride up. Congratulations, members. All right, HDY. This could be a good trade for you. We're coming in at the bottom here. It's in a consolidation zone right now, and we're looking for this to break out of the consolidation box. But you have two candles as your bottom, and you have lower highs. Okay, so we're starting to crank to the upside. This one has a big gap to fill up here at 521, so big move to the upside could take place, but we just have to play it by ear. Let's draw this box out so we can get an idea of how we're going to trade this here, the kind of zone we're looking for. I'm going to leave that wick right there, and I'm going to use this one. All right, so this is our trade zone right now. Drop this down a little bit. Okay, so what we need to do is break the middle Bollinger Band here on the daily and then start getting up to this area. This is definitely going to be a bottom call, and it should be a dead bottom call. But we'll have to see what happens. Proactive trade for sure, but your relative strength index is at 31. On the weekly, it's 23 and 54 on the monthly, so you have plenty of room for the relative strength index to turn, and is starting to get some improvement, so keep an eye on that. EXEL is another one that you might be able to make a few dollars on. EXEL looks fantastic to fill this gap up here at 612. Should pull a double out of that. Again, we're going to have a consolidation box, and I will keep going over these with you guys periodically so we can play catch up and see how we're doing here. Break this middle Bollinger Band and we should start moving right up to the upside on the daily. Nice little bounce on the weekly off this little hammer right here. Now it's starting to pull forward. Relative strength index was butchered down to 14, so all it needs is a nice healthy pop. If you look at the monthly, we dropped down from 763 all the way down to 354. May have found our bottom. If this is our double bottom here because we are oversold, look for the 50-day to the 100-day 694 in the coming months. Okay, VJet is another one we want to keep an eye on. That'll go along with DDD and all the others. But all right, why aren't you coming up on the daily? Take your time. All right, here it is. Okay, so VJet, we were talking about this at the double bottom here. We have a little gap fill. It's about to take place at 18, so it's doing very well to move to this area. What I like about this, more importantly, is the weekly is starting to reverse nicely. You have the double bottom, this one here and this one here, and you're starting to get higher lows. So you're at 1710, and on the weekly, you have a nice 2463 candle there that we can head up to. So if you're looking back at this one, it has a nice downtrend line. If we can just get to that, it's going to be a very lucrative trade. It already is. But if we just manage this here, you're still looking in 27 area, which would be a $10 move from here and then if it breaks over that, we will continue to the upside. So we'll just stay focused on the daily right now and trade it for what it's worth and make some money on it. But first thing's going to take place is this little gap at 1818, 1838 area. Relative strength index is at 22 on your daily, and your CMF indicator has turned up, your Arun has turned up, and your RSI is starting to turn to the upside. So VJet could get a nice little bounce. Also take a look at DDD because that one's doing the same exact thing. DDD has a nice little bounce to it. You have the double bottom and starting to move up to the upside. It's going to test the middle Bollinger Band very fast here at 53.39. All right, this is Matt. If you're not a member, become a member of MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. You'll get this in live chat and make lots of money every single day. We have called some fantastic earnings and looking for more now that earnings season is ramped up. So join us in live chat and watch the members' videos in our training center, and you will definitely improve your skills as a trader or an investor. All right, everyone, have yourself a fantastic night, and we will talk to you tomorrow.